Hey guys, Alex here, otherwise known as Clash with Style, and today we are back with another simple strategy guide. Today we are going to be looking at those witches in more detail. We're going to be looking at Zap witches, which in the meta right now is incredibly strong and incredibly easy. So you guys would have seen the hybrid video that I posted just the other day. If you haven't checked that out already, I would urge you to go and check that out. It's another really fun strategy to use, super simple, but not quite as simple as the strategy we're going to be taking a look at today. We've got 3 different attacks, all using the Zap Witches. We've got 2 from Divine Justice, one of the EYG clans, and then 1 from Crowned Eagles, my home clan. So let's jump into these without further ado. Let's roll that intro. Alright, so as I said, today we're going to be coming in with those Zap Witch attacks. So stick with me and tune in to watch these banging 3-star attacks. So, we have got Divine Justice. They played a Bombase, however you want to say that. They easily got this one, bringing in a boatload of triples. You can see incredibly strong stuff from them. Going to be trying to cover a little bit more of the EYG clans. Going to jump my way around and check out how they're getting on. Today we're going to be looking at Divine Justice and Crowned Eagles. So the first hit that I want to take a look at is Hulk in on this number 7. You can see 10 Zap spells, 2 Earthquake spells. Hulk's deciding to use a free spell here. I like to personally use a poison spell. I just think it helps to slow down those clan castle troops. At least gives your witches a little bit of a chance to get through. But Hulk going to be opting here to use 5 Zap spells on the scatter shot at the top. 5 zaps on the scatter shot at the bottom, getting maximum value because we also were able to grab the Eagle Artillery. It was right in between them, so if we placed those zap spells correctly, we were easily able to grab them. Going to be coming in here with 6 of those Ice Golems out in front just to do as much tanking as possible. Then going to be bringing in the Wall Wrecker from this left hand side, which is of course going to be spammed in. We've got this Wall Wrecker which has got a long way to go. Hulk definitely playing a dangerous game here, going from the opposite Town Hall side. He certainly has bigger balls than me because I love to go from that Town Hall side. Just secure that first star, means you don't have to worry too much about getting that infamous 1-star whelps. Alright, continuing on here, you can see that Wall Wrecker is going to just continue pushing on through the centre of the base. We've got a couple of witches working their way down on the bottom section. We've got a couple of witches working their way up here at the top section. Going to just push on through. The multi-target Inferno will cause a few issues. There is that Seek and Shield ability from the Royal Champion. Unfortunately, we've actually lost quite a few of our tanks here. We have those skellies out in front. We had those Ice Golems, but they've all kind of popped down at the start there. Multi-target Inferno about to go down. Single target Inferno at the top. The skeletons are kind of out of range of it, so it's actually started doing some work on our witches. We get our last Ice Golem going to be popping right there in the middle, just freezing everything up. This Town Hall is unfortunately absolutely tearing through our troops as they push through here onto the back end, but we do still have that King and the Queen ability to use on the back end. And the sheer spam power of the witches is just enough here to clutch on this last attack here. This last push here for Hulk. The King's ability going to be used down here on the bottom section. We're actually going to lose our Queen, so look how close this one ends up being. That multi-target Inferno and Town Hall in combination on the back end of this attack most certainly did a lot of work onto our troops. But we still got all of these troops that ended up pushing around this bottom section of the base. They are all still up. The King luckily going to be going out and ahead and doing just a little bit of tanking here. We actually lose one of our witches to a spring trap. But let's just speed this up for these last couple. You can see that single target Inferno. It will be tanked for by those skeletons that hopefully these witches will summon. We've got the King and 3 witches left on the map. So this one ends up being quite close. But you can see the power of those witches coming in clutch here for Hulk, bringing in the first triple of this video. Got some really nice zap value. The Wall Wrecker didn't quite make it all the way into the Town Hall. It only made it into the clan castle compartment, but it was a triple nonetheless. So let's go ahead and take a look at another one of the triples that came in this Divine Justice war, and let's see if they did something similar to this or maybe mixed it up a little bit. Alright, so the other replay that we're going to take a look at here from Divine Justice, we've got Mikey coming on through, and this time rather than bringing 6 Ice Golems, we're going to be bringing 2 regular Golems and 3 Ice Golems here, again coming with an incredibly similar comp. We're going to get maximum values from those zap spells. Personally, I would have only used 5 zaps and a Quake, because you could have grabbed both of these just doing that. But he's deciding to get maximum value here. He's going to zap over on the left-hand side, catching the Eagle Artillery. Over on the right-hand side, catching the Eagle Artillery. Drops down both the Earthquakes, and look at just the value that he got from them. Cleaned out all of those big defensive structures in the middle of the base. Mikey now going to be coming on through, maybe forgetting kind of how that wall wrecker works. I'm not too sure if he maybe had a little bit of a brain blimp there. A blip. And yeah, unfortunately he ends up just kind of wasting that wall wrecker a little bit. One super wall breaker would have done exactly the same thing. But he is going to try and continue pushing on through. Maybe if we'd come in from the bottom section of the base, the wall wrecker could have got more value. Or even if we just used a blimp, we could have got similar value. But there is an opening here in the middle of the base, which is going to allow these witches to just push their way on through. RC is going to swing in from that bottom section of the base and just start doing some cleanup work. There really is not that much that can hit her down there on that bottom section, so she can just continue to snipe through some of these structures. We do end up having to use a free spell because unfortunately that Grand Warden statue started to go to town. Of course, our queen, out of everything this single target could have picked up, of course that single focuses in on the queen here for Mikey from Divine Justice, but just the sheer spam power, like I said, of those witches, very similar to that previous attack, so incredibly strong. Coming in clutch here for Mikey, and they're going to swing around this left-hand side. We've got a couple shooting on the wall there in the middle. As long as they've got some skellies out in front to tank, we should be golden. We had a couple that ended up looping around this bottom section of the base. Unfortunately, they do get in range of some of those defenses and do end up starting to go down. But if we speed it up right there, you can see the witches just cleaning up on the back end here. And this is really a very easy strategy to get down. There is not much in the way of funneling. All you really have to worry about is how you're going to get that Town Hall down, because obviously the multiple beams from the Town Hall can do a lot of damage to your troops. So the main thing you need to focus in on is, can I get the Town Hall down nice and quickly, or am I going to have to try and deal with it on the back end? If yes, you can get it down nice and quickly, then good. If you need to deal with it on the back end, probably look at taking a blimp, a safe blimp with those sneaky goblins, maybe bringing a free spell if you're going to be trying to push a wall wrecker all the way through. But we've got one more witch attack, which is going to be coming in from a player from Crowned Eagles, so let's jump on over and take a look at that. So the last attack of this video is going to be coming in here from Chris against Joe Black. Going to be coming in with a poison spell in hand rather than that free spell. 5 ice golems and 5 of those super wall breakers. So that's the difference between those two strategies in Divine Justice and this one that we are seeing right here. Chris deciding to bring in those 5 super wall breakers, which really give a lot of momentum to push on through that base. But we are going to be trying to get as much zap value as we possibly can, waiting for that queen to walk around so we can just get at least a little bit of damage done onto her. Dropping that earthquake, maybe could have caught the bomb tower a little bit more, but regardless, we have a really nice start here. Both of the Eagle Artilleries are gone, and we then just basically spam those Ice Golems. Witches going to be coming in behind. King, Queen, and Grand Warden all going to be coming in at the same time. Now just keep an eye on these super wall breakers. There's the first couple going to be coming in right there. That is going to open up a huge amount of these compartments. We bring in the RC over here on this left hand side. We know that this multi-target Inferno is going to cause us some issues, so we just continue to just create this funnel and push these witches right through the center of the base. There is that Eternal Tome ability that's just about going to last long enough to take us through that Town Hall compartment. We did use a siege barracks on this attack, which means we've got the Hog Riders to help here on the back end of this attack, dropping down that King ability right there. RC unfortunately getting held up on a couple of skeletons over on that left hand side. But we've just about got enough momentum here to push through the back end of this attack. That Eagle Artillery in the center does end up raining down a couple of shots here, but luckily they focus down on the King, which means these witches can quickly clean it up here on the back, and still got that Grand Warden on full health, still got that Queen ability in hand as well. Down goes that Eagle Artillery, not before it's going to rain down a couple more shots. Unfortunately, this time it does hit our witches a few times. King doing a nice job cleaning up over here on that right hand section. And there is just way too many witches left up here on the back end to stop this from being a triple. You can see those zaps just got so much value, taking out not only the scatter shots, but grabbing a couple other defenses as well. Getting that value on the Queen was also pretty important. So it was just a nice hit overall from Chris. Nice base identification, seeing that the Hog Riders would do a nice job cleaning along the right, the RC would do a nice job cleaning along the left, and the witches could just sweep all the way through the center of the base. And you can see it pretty much ends up being overkill. We swag that Queen ability right there. A huge amount of witches, skeletons left on the map. 3 heroes still up as well. That RC did fall. But yeah, a really nice 3-star there to finish us off. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you learned something. As I said, witches is not too difficult. It really is just about base identification, where you're going to be zapping. If you'd be better bringing a poison spell, a freeze spell, what siege machine you're going to be bringing. Siege barracks, as Chris brought in here, worked for him with those hogs coming on the back end. We saw the wall wrecker in the first one. We saw the wall wrecker in the second one. That also could have been a blimp. But it really is up to you guys what siege you use. Just identify the base. See which one would get you the most value. But there's not too much to witches. Just look at, you know, if you can get good value from the zap spells, taking down scatters and maybe a few other structures. If there's kind of pathing for the witches, can you get good value from wall breakers like Chris did here? If you can tick all those boxes, hit it with witches. If you think that maybe witches wouldn't be so strong against the base, or you can't get the zap value, like I said at the start, I released a hybrid video the other day, and hybrid right now in the meta is incredibly strong. So if you're interested in checking out that hybrid video, it will be linked below, so feel free to go and check it out. But until the next video, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.